But today we wanted to tell you guys about how me and Sienna have published a book. We don't know, like, if everyone knows about it, so that's why we wanted to make some stats talking about it. Because also, you guys, I don't know how you made this possible, like, literally.
It's crazy.
It is so crazy, but less than 24 hours of it getting published, it became a bestseller on Amazon. That is just crazy. In the category of biographies for women, by women, of women. Biographies of women for young adults. So yeah, that is just, it's crazy, guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is our book. We've been working on this for like a while now.
Like
me
5 months maybe.
Yeah, maybe a bit more than that, I think.
I think it's over 6 months.
Yeah, over 6 months.
Yeah.
Over 6 months. But yeah, the only reason why we managed to actually do it in 6 months is because I have previous experience of publishing other books.
Yeah,
so
she
I kind
did
of
all the
had
technical work.
all the
I just
technical-
wrote it. Well, co-wrote.
Yeah, all the technical stuff I do have some experience in, so that kind of like helped with a lot of the figuring out time. Although loads of things still have gone wrong because every book, like every every time I've made a book, every book is very different and individual, and it just like has like its own, problems and errors that came up. But yeah, me and Sienna co-wrote this together. So what's really fun about the book is we wanted to make a book where we write it together, but where it's not like written, like every paragraph is like written both by us. We wanted it to be like as if you guys were like, we were actually talking to you guys. So to make that happen, we decided to, throughout the book, each paragraph either starts with an M or an S, so that this is like what Sienna wrote, and then this is what I wrote.
Yeah.
So like that way it's really like what we wanted to say, and like really got to convey, like, so it's as if we're like talking to you guys.
So what is the
Also,
book
yeah.
about, girls?
So-
Read it.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll read the back, the blurb.
But we need to say the name of it.
Oh yeah,
Growing
Glow. That's
is
what
the
the
name of the book. The Fizz Sisters Guide to Being Happy, Healthy, and Glowing from the Inside Out While Growing Up, by Mia Fizz and Sienna.
I love the colour. I love the
I know,
colour.
it's so
Yeah, we
cute.
wanted to do a baby pink when we were coming up with it. That was one of the first things. We were like, baby pink. Baby
Yeah,
pink
The
all
Fizz
way.
fan, can you remember when we went on that photo shoot in London? We
Yeah.
went to the studio.
Yeah, we actually have so many photos in the book. And some of the photos are from that photo shoot as well. Anyway,
Yeah,
Sienna,
look like
sorry.
this one.
Do you want to read the blurb?
Okay, yeah. Growing up can be really hard, let alone trying to glow up while growing up. This is our guide to going through puberty, making friends, dealing with embarrassment, and getting out of your comfort zone. We're going to expose our biggest insecurities and failures and show you how we're not going to let this... I don't know why I'm laughing. And let them hold us back. Get ready for our embarrassing stories, fun
There are
recipes
some
and
embarrassing
quizzes,
stories in here.
never before seen photos and answers to our readers' burning questions. Yeah, we actually have questions from you guys in here, and we've got the answers as well. This book is for anyone who wants to glow on the outside and the inside. It's such a good book.
We cover so many different topics in it, and yeah, like Sienna said, one of the features in the book that we really wanted to actually have like questions from you guys, so we were really answering talking about the things that you guys wanted us to read, talking about the things that you guys wanted to hear from us. So I asked on like all of my social medias, like, give us questions, what do you want, like I was just constantly asking what you guys wanted. So that was like how we came up with what all the chapters were. And yeah, like on the first chapter, as you can see, the first question, you guys keep asking me this all the time, so I wanted to answer it in the book. How do you gain confidence to stop wearing makeup every day, by Sophie? So I also put your name in there. But
We also
yeah.
have loads of quizzes, like this is a little fashion quiz, you can have a
Ooh.
sneak
Yeah,
peek.
me and
What type
Sienna
of
had
friend are you
loads of
now?
fun coming up with these.
Oops.
What type of friend?
What type of
What
friend
type
are
of
you?
friend?
I love doing quizzes, especially when I was like your age, Sienna. I used to get magazines and I used to love doing
I know.
quizzes.
Yeah.
It was so funny because one of my ideas for the book, I wanted to make it like obviously really, insightful and actually like useful and helpful for you guys, and answering all of your questions and like talking about the things you guys actually wanted to know about, but also making it really fun and just like girly vibes.
There's even loads of recipes and there's loads of photos as well.
Yeah, we put
I
loads
feel
of
like
photos
by
in
you
it.
doing
So-
that, like the M and the S, I feel like it's like you're talking to them, but also like it's like the reader is hanging around with you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you're a bunch of friends.
My inspo for it was like if a book was like a magazine, if a book was designed like a magazine, because reading a magazine, it feels like you're getting to hang out, it's so fun, and like I feel like reading a magazine
You can dip in
kind
and
of
out
be,
as well.
You can dip in and out of it, and it's also kind of can be like a communal feeling when you read it. Like you could read a magazine with your friends. You don't really read like a book, like a proper, you know, like a boring book with your friends. But this is definitely designed like a magazine where you could like flick through this with your friend and do like all the quizzes and look at all the photos. But there's also so much like information in here that you guys wanted to know about. But yeah, it was so funny because when I hired this lady, she also did Awkward to Awesome.
This is Mia's first book,
this
by
was
the
the
way,
first
to
book that I published when I was 14. But yeah, I hired her again because she did amazing with this book. So I wanted someone to, you know, do the last like little grammar checks and those sorts of things, just like, you know, copy editing. And I hadn't told her that that was my vision for the book. And then when she gave me the feedback, she was like, oh my gosh, I really enjoyed reading it. It was so entertaining. And obviously this is like, you know, the main target audience is teenagers, but I have had a lot of people asking, like, if I'm older, will I enjoy it? Well, my copy editor enjoyed it, and I'm not sure how old she is.
I enjoyed
She's obviously
it.
a grown-up woman. Obviously, Mum enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading it and writing it. But she said to me, it reminded me of when I was a teenager reading magazines. And, like, that was my vision for it, and she got that without me even telling her.
Also,
that it was
you
a vision,
haven't
so I'm
mentioned this,
so happy
girls,
with it.
but all the illustrations and drawings inside are actually drawn by Mia.
Like,
I
I really wanted to make it like
butterfly, I love
colourful
that.
and pretty. That was like my also how it's like a magazine.
Yeah,
because it
we
has all
wanted
of
it
these
to be like
drawings
the
and
perfect colour
yeah, I
palette.
did these myself. I have like the sketches, the original sketches in my notebook, and then I added the colour on my iPad. But yeah, I hope it's full. All of these designs.
There's
by
some
me,
really
all of
like
the drawings.
photos of when you two were like little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
there's
in
loads
there.
of-
really
there's
flashback
photos of when she was
photos.
holding me when I was like a little baby and that. But also what we really liked is basically with Mia's last book, she was 14 when she wrote it. And we thought it'd be really fun, like, because we're 7 years apart and Mia was 19 when she wrote it and I'm 13. And we thought it'd be really nice because then like people like older teenagers, Mia can have more advice. Like she's driven before in her little golf cart and crashed it.
Yeah, I talk all about that
Yeah.
story in here.
And like also then I feel like maybe like the younger ones can relate to me more. So this book is like perfect for like ages 8 to 20.
But onwards as
Plus,
well.
Yeah,
I
plus,
think
yeah.
honestly older than that, because to be honest, the main, if I'll read through the chapters. So chapter 1 is about glowing up. So that's basically all of our like beauty tips. There's a lot of natural beauty
Fashion.
tips, fashion.
Yeah.
So I think that's, you know, universal for any age. Chapter 2 is thoughts become things. So that's about your mindset, personal development. So that obviously again is unanimous for any age. The next chapter is called Becoming a Young Adult. But that chapter is more about like our life tips of like when I talk about driving and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I think, you know, that is more of a
I also talk about going out by yourself.
Yeah.
like that sort of thing, like being more independent.
Like life lessons as well.
life lessons, yeah.
But can you remember when you made a puberty video or a period video, Mia, when you were like 15, 16? I can't remember how old you were. And my cousin, who's only 1
I
year
was
younger than me.
that. I think I was 13.
Yeah, and my
Yeah.
cousin messaged me, who's 1 year younger than me, and she
Yeah.
said your video talking about tampons and periods and how to use them and that
It was really useful
for her. And she
Yeah.
had babies as well. Like she'd
But
had one
she
or two
still
babies,
found it
and she's an
useful.
adult. So
Yeah.
just because like I'm 37 and I can't drive, so
Yeah, like
You
these
find
topics,
There's loads of different-
these topics I think could be useful for anyone because like I was going to say, the next chapter is called the puberty chapter. But yes, we do talk about puberty, but I also have like all my period tips and things like that. And to be honest, I think it's more just about like being a woman and like how your body changes, but also like as a woman, your body is constantly changing. So yeah, we do talk all
Like how
about, you know,
to-
it's like a
doing
feminine
hormones and
guide.
that.
It's very
yeah,
feminine.
It's very
Yeah.
feminine guide. So I think if you're older, like it's still very like age suitable.
But also you've made sure that this book is written in a way where it's suitable for all ages, like younger
Yeah.
girls, and also
Yeah.
we've been very mindful of people's like, well, I don't know, there's
Like
one topic you
different
thought maybe you should talk
ethnicities
about
or
it.
religions.
No, you were
and
thinking
things
about
like
maybe
that.
having a subject of talking about like maybe kissing and
Yeah.
stuff, and we've omitted stuff out of that as well. I said
Yeah,
don't
I
do
would-
that because I said I want it to be appropriate for everybody, and for some
Yeah.
cultures and religions, like things like that are just not appropriate.
Yeah, so I really wanted to make it where anyone can read this and feel comfortable reading it.
Yeah.
That was our goal. And then we have one about friendship and crushes. So that's like more about like, you know,
shared
like
the most
relationships and
embarrassing
things like
story
that.
there.
You know, like relationships, I mean, like, you know, sisterhood relationships, family relationships, things
There's
like
a really
that.
funny interview with Karma in there, which is hilarious.
That's, well, actually, we do also have the All About Family chapters. That's more focused on, you know, like family life.
There's vegan food in there.
Yeah, we have the
recipes.
Eat to Glow
Eat to Glow
chapter, where we have lots of recipes and we talk about like all our favorite
Food swaps,
snacks
yeah.
and swaps and things like that. We also have Finding Your Passion. So that's about like finding your hobbies and things like that. So
and we also have a colouring page that
yes,
Mia
I was
designed.
trying to find that somewhere in here.
Race, who can find it first?
You did so well, girls. There's so many pages. Like this book,
120.
the girls worked hard on this, and they have actually got a bit stressed out whilst making it as well, haven't you?
Yeah, this is my drawing that I did for a
That's
colouring
beautiful.
page to give you like some inspiration of all of the like. We have so many different like
Yeah,
hobbies
and
that you can try.
We've actually
creative
tried
ones,
so many.
and also ones which are not necessarily like are. Because I'm quite a creative person, but I know not everyone is. So we also talk about.
No, I mean, I think
you
all
know,
humans
options.
are, but not everybody embraces
In the
their
same
creativity.
way. In the
Like,
same
yeah.
way, I mean.
To be honest,
Yeah.
music could still
Yeah.
be creative.
No,
but
music
we-
is very creative,
yeah.
but yeah, we talk about learning an instrument. Me and Sienna are not, you know.
We're not a
haven't
musical
tried that.
family
We're
yet,
not
are
really a
we?
musical
Playing
family. Maybe
piano
one
does
day,
sound
but at
fun.
the moment, but we still, you know, have that. So we try to, you know,
Yeah, we
accommodate to
actually have a
everyone.
quiz in there for that to help you find
Yes.
what kind of hobby you should try. Like whether you are a more like artistic creative person or musical creative or like you know,
Yeah.
we have lots of different things.
And then we have this is probably one of my favorite chapters.
Me
in your
too.
sporty era.
We came up with a name
Yeah.
and we love it.
We
so
wanted
much.
to come up with fun like chapter names again, like having that like magazine vibe where it's not
In
just
your
like
sporty
sports,
era.
like making. We wanted the book to be really fun. So yeah, like Sienna talks all about like her cheerleading stories,
Yeah.
and she's got this really cute photo of her.
Yeah, I talk
Yeah.
about my cheerleading competition.
Sorry about my zooming in. I'm trying to zoom in and it's just not good. I'll just come
Yeah, I
in.
think you just need to come in. Yeah, we've got the skateboarding in Costa Rica. Yeah, we talk about every single sport that we've ever tried. That was
Oh, I
me and my
love that
tough
paper
mudder.
clip. That's when
we went
That's us
skiing.
Oh, I love those.
Switzerland.
And then I have a little at-home workout there.
There's so many activities and challenges and like the whole book is like packed with loads of like fun stuff because
Yeah.
I find with like books like this, like I've had books similar to this before, but they're just like text and like you just read it and then you're like, oh okay. But like this book is really fun. Like there in every chapter there's at least like 5 different like fun things in there, which makes the book
Yeah.
like more fun to read because we wanted it to actually be like helpful and not just like I don't know, you read it but there's not actually any point in reading it, but we also wanted to make it fun to read as well, so it's a
Yeah.
perfect balance.
I know you girls have had a fun time making this book, but there has been lots of like things that you've had to
Yeah,
learn, and it's
it
been
has been
stressful.
hard.
But do you think it was worth it? Like, are you glad?
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Now that like, oh my gosh, the satisfaction of having like that we pushed through those times where it was hard, or we felt like, I don't know, we had only written like 10,000 words and we were like, oh, I can't think of anything more to write. Like, you have to push through that and like actually be like, no, like there was some sections where I just kept putting it off because I was like, I don't know what to write. Like,
yeah, we both
like there's
we both
so
kinda
many
did that.
things. There's some things where like when we first started writing, we had like so much inspiration, but then like that obviously only takes you so far when you feel that like there's obviously always going to be times where you don't feel like writing.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
don't know what to write
for
about,
me-
and you just have to push through.
for me, obviously, Mia's had experience writing books before. It was my first time, so like I felt like this was actually really good. Like I got to learn a lot from writing it because, like, I
Definitely,
mean,
yeah.
I experienced like what do you call it, writer's block, where
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with stuff. And then I would be like, I'm gonna have to move on to a different chapter because I can't think of anything.
Ah,
it
yeah, I
definitely
can
was
remember when
really
Mia
fun.
went on holiday. Mia went away, and then Mia told you that you had to write words, and I can remember you were getting stressed out.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
And then you
I
were
don't
hoping that
wanna
Mia
write.
was writing, and you were getting worried and getting stressed out
Yeah.
that Mia might not be doing her side of things as well while
Yeah,
you're away.
it was also the balance of doing it like
Even.
not just on your own. Like when you're actually writing a book with someone else. I've seen other like authors talk about this. Like when you co-write a book, it's like almost kind of easier because you only have to do like, you know, obviously maybe the ratio is not completely even, but like more or less like 50%. Do you think it'd be, and at the same time, like you're not the only person, like you have to keep the other person accountable, but also because there's the other person, you might be like feeling like you don't need to do as much. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's a very interesting balance.
I think you
And I
two
think,
girls
yeah,
bonded actually. I
definitely.
think
I
you
think-
bonded, didn't
yeah.
you? Did it make or
Yeah.
break your relationship?
I think it made our relationship. Yeah, but I think people say that like doing a big project with someone will like make or break you. And,
Yeah.
We still
I'm
love
really
each
proud of
other.
you girls.
Yeah.
And then, so if anybody's watching this, so I don't think you've mentioned it, where can they get this book from?
So you can get it now from growandglowbook.com, or you can get it from Amazon, like directly from Amazon. But we have the link to Amazon on the website, so it's probably easier for you to go on there because there's also a little surprise on the website, which I'm now going to tell you about. But yeah, you can get
they
it
also
from
click?
any.
Can they also click the link in your Instagram bios as
Yeah,
well?
that is to growandglowbook.com.
But I'm just saying they can find the links
you can
there.
find the
'cause-
link on the Instagram bio, but you can also find it basically on any online book retailer, all of the major ones. So it's Barnes and Nobles. There's that other one, Waterstones.
Yeah.
All of those websites, all of the book selling websites where you buy a book from. So I feel like most people order from Amazon. That's like where I order most of my stuff. But if you're like a Waterstones person or whatever, you can get it from their website. So yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever
so
you
yeah.
prefer.
but if it's family, if you're a bit lazy and you don't want to type this in,
Yeah.
just
click
go on
the
to
link.
Mia's Life Official. Is it Mia's Life Official on
Instagram.
on Instagram or
Yeah.
Family Fizz on Instagram.
Click
and
the link in the
and
bio.
in the bio, we've got the link to the book,
Yeah.
and also Sienna Hopes on Instagram,
Yeah.
Yeah.
haven't we? I'm not sure if we've
Yeah.
changed it on TikTok, but we should perhaps do that as well.
I've got it on my TikTok.
Okay, that's good.
But
But you were going to mention about the little surprise.
So the little surprise
Yes.
on the website. So I really wanted to create something special for you guys to celebrate the book launch and for everyone that buys the book, like just something little special for free that you get as like just an extra bonus, just to say thank you. And we were thinking about so many things. We were like, oh, what about if we had like little handwritten cards, or what was some of the ideas that we were stickers? Yeah, we really wanted to do stickers, but the thing about that is because we're self-publishing, like how can we, that it's not really possible for us to have like, if you order the book, stickers, like it would have to be sent separately. So I just thought it would be too complicated. So I was like, okay, I could do something digital. What would be a really fun thing that would be, like you guys would hopefully really like and would actually be, of value to you guys. So I can't remember who came up with the idea. Was it me or was it you? Or was it dad or mom? Like one of us came up with this amazing idea, but I designed a free phone background for you guys. So I've had this on my phone. Sienna's had this on her phone. It's so cute. It says "You Glow Girl," obviously because grow and glow. I didn't want it to say like grow and glow or like Mia Fizz.
Where's
in
your
massive
phone?
letters. I didn't want it to be cringe.
Do you want to go and grab
I
your
wanted
phone?
it to be very pretty. Okay, I'll go get my phone.
Yeah. By the way, this is Sienna's room. I think we should do a proper. Sienna's filmed a room tour for her.
Yes, I need to edit that.
Her YouTube
today.
video.
I need to start doing that today.
And also our Family Fizz video is going to be going out today. So check out Family Fizz YouTube and you'll be able to watch Sienna where we actually make over the room. But we should also
and
do
then
a tour
in a few
on
days,
Snap, shouldn't we, as well?
Yeah, in a few days, hopefully my video will be coming out on my channel and then you can watch my in-depth tour.
Are you ready to see the phone background?
Yeah.
I've never designed something like this before. Like I have done quite a bit of graphic design, obviously YouTube, making thumbnails and stuff like that. And in terms of like the illustrations and stuff, I love drawing and doodling and stuff like that. But actually designing something like this was it was a very different experience, but it was very fun. So I hope you guys like it. It did take me a while, but yeah, this is it.
So
we've got the flowers, we've got a little lipstick, bow, very like girly.
I love the
cute.
I love
cowboy
how
boot.
glows.
Yeah.
There's a cowboy beat behind you as
I
well.
actually asked like the designer of the book cover what font she used, so it's exact same fonts.
So you
as-
made this all by yourself?
Yeah, I
then?
made the
Wow.
phone background
I love
all
the
myself.
colours.
I designed it.
And it says Mia Fizz and
And
Sienna
Fizz,
Fizz.
really little at the
I
bottom.
love the cowboy
Yeah,
boot. That's
it's
my
But
so
yeah, the
favourite.
cowboy
cute.
boot. I know. I
Then
love
you
the
can
cowboy
have-
Can
boot.
I
When you
have
get
that
the
as well?
book.
I really
Yeah,
want to
of
get
course.
it.
Yeah.
On my
And I just
phone.
thought it was a really nice positive affirmation as well.
You glow.
You glow, girl. Like when you look at your phone, like everything you look at, it's like telling your subconscious. When you look at that, you're telling yourself that you glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
good
that's just
affirmation
such a
to
nice-
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
A good affirmation.
By the way, I really like your outfits today. They're really,
Thank
really
you.
cute.
Thank you. I actually made
We're
borrowed
glowing.
Mia's cardigan.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you girls. You've done so well. So what is next up on the agenda for 2025?
We have something else which is actually to do with Grow and Glow, but it's another whole book, and you obviously, they'll be very nice if you have both. You can just have one or the other. But like if you had both,
would be the perfect
oh my gosh,
combo.
it's going to be the
I
perfect
can't
combo.
wait.
I'm so excited. It's going to be completely different to any book that I've ever made before in terms of what it is, but also like actually, basically you'll notice that Awkward to Awesome and Grow and Glow are very similar. They're both paperback. They're both actually this really nice matte cover because I just loved the matte cover of Awkward to Awesome. So yeah, we've got the same matte cover again on Grow and Glow. So if you have Awkward to Awesome, you'll know what to expect. It's basically
They're quite
in
complimentary,
terms of the
aren't
actual,
they?
yeah,
they
they're very
look really good
complimentary.
together.
I feel like also these are like the best duo. But yeah, the next book that we're gonna have coming out is it's gonna be completely different in terms of what it actually physically is. I don't know if I should say. Basically, it's gonna be a hardback because of the type of book that it is.
Ooh.
It needs to be a hardback.
It's something to do with like something I really love. Mia obviously helped me, but like I kind of came up with the idea sort of myself.
This is more of like
and then I was
Sienna's
saying
project
about
and
it to
idea.
Mia, and then we were like, yeah, that's actually a really good idea, and we've
Yeah.
started on some of the like designs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a designing process than a writing process.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see what it's going to come out like, to be honest.
In terms of like books being a duo, like Awkward to Awesome, I'm so proud of this. I can't believe that I managed to do this when I was 14. And this was like definitely way harder than Grow and Glow. I think Grow and Glow is much more refined. But in terms of like actually, at this point, I'd never even thought of writing a book. I never even considered it. So I had to like not only write the book, which, starting from scratch, it's like you have a blank page, and when you've never even had the experience of like writing much before, like it's just a completely new thing to like have to work out how the heck you write a book, but then also how the heck do you publish a book. And yeah, I did a lot of research if I wanted to go with a publishing house or if I wanted to self-publish. There's multiple different ways you can self-publish. There's so many different types of publishing houses. So it was a long process. That's why it took me so long to make this, because there was all of that technical stuff to figure out. So for this, I kind of had that already like planned out or how I was going to do it. So it was a bit easier in terms of that. But
You were wise when you published this.
yeah, I was wise. I was wise and experienced. But even in terms of the design and stuff, Awkward to Awesome is very colourful. As you can see, I have a whole photo section. But like that was one thing in this book. I decided to put all the photos. I do have some photos in the fashion chapter, and I have some like drawings and stuff. But I mostly decided to make a bit where it was called like Time Warp. And it had like all photos, and I did really love that concept. And we do have some sections in Grow and Glow where we show all our travels, and then it's just loads of photos, because I know you guys love the photos so much. But we also decided to have photos just throughout the whole book.
Yeah, I feel
So
like
the design of it is much more refined, and I just feel like I learned a lot. So if you have Awkward to Awesome, it has so many amazing reviews on Amazon. Like, I know you
can
guys
still
love
buy
it
that
so
one
much.
then.
And you can still get it, by the way, guys, off Amazon. And I think they are an amazing duo. But I think if you have Awkward to Awesome, or if you do decide to get it, I think you guys will probably really enjoy seeing the progression of like the differences of the books.
Well, the glow up you've had.
Yeah, the glow up. Like, I literally, this book is basically the glow up of Awkward to Awesome.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
No, it's the glow up and the grow up.
Yeah, it's the grow up and the glow up of Awkward to Awesome.
But that book, though, don't downplay it. That is actually, when
I'm
read that,
saying, this is an amazing book.
I read it.
I've read it like 5 times.
No, but
and then sometimes I'll like.
Well,
go
when
back
you were
to it.
writing this book, I had a look at that again after a couple of years of not reading it, and I couldn't believe that you had written it. It was written so well. Like,
yeah, I think
it's
that
really
actually,
good.
in terms of the writing that I did, I think I did really well. It's more just the design. After I designed it and then looked back on it, I was like, I know I can just make this even better. You know, when you're like an artist, if anyone else is a creative person or like designs, or or even like with sports, like with gymnastics, if you like a year ago, if you saw what you did now, like a back handspring, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I can even do a back handspring. Like, wow, that's amazing.
I know.
But now because you can do a back handspring, you're just like, I want to do a better back handspring. You don't feel like satisfied.
Yeah.
So with this, it's like, wow, I'm so proud of myself that I published a book, especially with how young I was, and I did it all on my own. No experience. No one else in the family has ever published a book. Like, I figured it out all myself.
That was so good.
But even still, now I'm like, I can do this better.
Yeah,
that's good
like
though.
Sometimes you've got to
you've always-
appreciate that in life. Like, I've actually thought that before about like gymnastics. Like you've got to like appreciate like actually how far you've come. I mean, think about how far you've come since you were 14. You started writing this book, and now you're 20, just turned 20, and we've got this amazing book.
Yeah, and obviously I do have other books which I've made in the process. So I have my All Things Mia Fizz colouring book. So if you guys love colouring, this has all my drawings in it. And I loved what I did in this book, how I did a secret code. There's a secret code, so if you colour in all of the pages as you're doing it, you'll find out like a little secret code at the end. There's a little message. I actually can't remember what the message is, so I should probably
that colouring book's great. Like if you're travelling or you want some self-care time or something to do in the evening which is screen free before bed to relax, this would be perfect.
I know you guys loved it, so I'm really happy with this. And I love like the colours of it as well. They all just go so nice.
Yeah, I love how that's blue, purple and pink.
Yeah, and then I also have my fictional book series, which is based off my life. I'm also so proud of these. Like, I can't believe there's a book series about me. Like, that's just, it's next level.
But do you know what's
crazy.
weird? The self-fulfilling prophecy in it. The rock climbing boy, and then you actually go to a rock climbing centre, and then you actually in real life, this happened in real life.
Yeah, basically what happened in the first story, there's like a crush story, and then it like actually happened in real life, like 5 years later.
People do say this, and you've got to be careful what you do creatively, because it helps you manifest it more in your life. So if you're like an actor and you keep like acting out like certain scenes or if like music you're singing, if you're writing certain songs, painting certain pictures, it can help things manifest more in your life.
I mean, in this book, Mia let me curl her hair, and then I burnt it off, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That's not gonna happen in real life, because she's not gonna let me curl her
But Mia
hair.
did start dating a boy from the rock climbing centre, which happened in that book. We always say about that, don't we?
Yeah, it is a bit of a coincidence, or is it a coincidence?
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? In terms of ages, I feel like these books, maybe from 8 to 12, you would really, like, if you know someone who's 8 to 12, or if you are, you would definitely really, really love these. And I actually did these with a publishing house, Source Books. So that was a really fun, very different experience to the other books. Like actually getting to work with a publisher and having that experience, I'm so happy that I got to do that as well. And it was a very fun experience. But I would definitely say this is for like 8 to 12-year-olds, more or less. Obviously it just depends. I mean, you can go look at Amazon at the listings. This, I would say, is universal. It's a colouring book. So like,
I think
if you enjoy
colouring, Mum would enjoy that.
Yeah. If you like colouring, then you'll definitely enjoy this. If you just want some way to relax where it's like, not looking at screen.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, All Good to Awesome, I would say, is definitely more suitable for I would say it's more for tweens, but I would say it's also suitable for teens as well. Yeah. Maybe younger teens. I mean, it just depends on what your interests are, and like obviously every person's different. There's the thing
what
as well.
Stage of life you're at as well.
What stage of life you're at, but also just the thing is as well, like I think there's so much emphasis on like doing something at a certain age or being interested in something at a certain age. But if you think about it, it doesn't really matter. Like just because someone else is interested in this when they're 12, like doesn't mean that you have to be. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And also it's really annoying how on Amazon that when I'm doing like the listing of the book and stuff like that, like I have to put an age, but I don't really want to put an age because I don't want to make it an age thing. So like with this one I put it as juvenile fiction, but this one I decided to put as young adult, but really like someone under the age of 13 could read this, or someone over the age of 18 can read it.
I probably would say it should be teen though.
I think this one's a bit more teen because like I said, it is a bit more developed. I think it's also like my writing style. Like we obviously have Sienna writing it, but Sienna was very good at writing. But also my writing style has obviously developed because I am older now, so it is a bit more of like a mature voice in it, but not in a boring way.
Also, I feel like what I was saying earlier, obviously now because you are older, you can share all the experience like driving. Yeah. Whereas like I feel like in this book, obviously older people will enjoy it, but like I feel like, I don't know, a 17-year-old probably wouldn't enjoy that one as much as they would this one. Because I feel like what you're saying, like people have like it in their heads that it has to be like for a certain age, and then because they see you on the cover, it's like there you're like, big sister.
I'm so proud of you girls. So one more time reminder, what is the website name?
growandglowbook.com.
Okay, and then you can also head over to our Instagrams for the link if you want to access that easier. But you girls, this Fizz fam, the girls have done so well with this. I'm so proud of them. It looks amazing. Like, I just can't believe this is real life. I'm so proud of you. And Fizz fam, you're going to love this book as well. Like, I just can't believe it. I'm so happy.
I can't believe I've written 6
Wow.
books.
Pretty impressive.
Wow.
6 books.
Wow.
I wonder how many books I've written by the time I'm 30.
Wow.
Because I'm 20 now. Like,
What?
I started my... I mean, technically, Awkward to Awesome got published a couple days after my 15th birthday. So how many books would I have written in another 5 years? Because I wrote my first book got published 5 years ago.
Wow.
Like almost exactly 5 years ago.
And Sienna, are you going to be like an author on your own?
Yeah, I've actually got some like ideas. I've kind of started doing some plans of should I say about it or
Yeah.
Okay, so basically I was thinking it would be really fun to do like a fictional series, kind of a bit like Mia's, but about my life, and I thought it'd be like about gymnastics and that, and I thought it'd be really fun for like ages 8 to 12 or something. But yeah, I thought it'd be really fun, so I've started kind of planning that out. And
like a gymnastics theme to it all.
Yeah,
I like
gymnastics
that.
theme,
so
and like
fun.
it's gonna be really cute and girly, and But I think before I start properly doing that, I want to focus on the
Other little project.
Do that, yeah.
Continuation of Grow and Glow.
It's good to make plans, but you've got to take action. You can't just be in the motion
I feel like
phase.
if I try and do both at the same time, it would be a little bit difficult.
Too much,
Yeah.
I have so many plans of
Also,
books
the
that I wanna
Family
write,
Fizz
like,
cookbook
so
we want to do.
Yeah.
Mia's
That's
going to help me with
pipeline.
that. Well,
That's in
obviously
the
I do need
pipeline.
help with the recipes, but Mia's going to help me publish it, aren't you?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm like the director.
Yeah.
So what's your
For
space,
Sienna,
Fizz
I've been
fam?
helping her, like, with the other ideas. I'll help you.
Right, so watch your space, Fizz fam. Thanks for sharing that, the girl, Mia and Sienna. I'm so hungry right now. I can't wait to have dinner. But girls, I've just been thinking about how you haven't really shown people on Snapchat yet. And I was like, what the heck? You've written a book and you haven't even like shown it yet?
Yeah.
It's so easy to create something and then just move on to the next thing.
Yeah, because
And you've put all this hard work
got so
in.
many other ideas.
But a lot of the work isn't just... You haven't really shown people on Snapchat yet. And I was like, what the heck? You've written a book and you haven't even like shown it yet?
Yeah.
It's so easy to create something and then just move on to the next thing.
Yeah, because
And you've put all this hard work
got
in.
so many other ideas.
But a lot of the work isn't just you making it, it's also sharing the book with the world and actually making it a product that people can see and like want to buy. So
Also, guys, I know this is really funny, but once you receive your copy of the book and you've read it, let us know like what you like thought of it, and also if you felt sad when it ended. Because even though I wrote like the book and like I knew what Mia was writing, so like throughout the writing experience, I knew everything that was coming. But like when I read the book through for the first time and I got to the end bit and then it says like bye Mia and Sienna, I felt like crying.
Emotional. It's like when you watched a really good movie or something like that. I get that with books as well.
yeah,
I feel
me
like
too.
crying
And like if you watch I mean we don't really watch many TV series anymore, but in the past if I watch a TV series and it ended, like I felt like I'd had all those relationships with the people and like Me and you read the Cartier book, didn't we? It's an it's like a biographical
really
book,
good.
and it made us cry.
Yeah, I
made
didn't
me-
actually cry, but I did feel very
I
sad.
cried after reading it because we went along the journey with all the different generations of the Cartier
Yeah, it
family.
felt like it was a series. That was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. It made me remember to start wearing jewelry more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered something really important, guys. You trigger my memory. But once you get your book and you receive it and you read it, definitely do leave us a review on Amazon.
Yes,
I'll be
please.
sharing them all to my Instagram story. And yeah, I really want to hear like your guys' opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
And it also really helps with other people being able to find it on Amazon. So we'd really, really appreciate it.
And also share a pic of you with the book.
Yes,
It also-
I want to see
So we
like,
can
you
share it
guys
with Mia.
holding the book.
Yeah,
Like that
that'd
would
be
just be
so-
so
that'd be
surreal
so
and
mean.
special.
Mia and
Yeah.
Sienna or the Fizz sisters. I don't know what Instagram you'll do it, but you'll you'll share it on the
On
story.
Mia's Life Official.
Yeah, we'll share it on the stories.
I feel like also having the reviews will help us like come up with new ideas, and like when we know what you like, we know what to like put in future books.
Yeah. So thank you, Fizz fan, for watching this, for all the ideas for the book. I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for
we wouldn't have
supporting
been
me
able
and
to write it
Sienna.
without all of your like questions
Yeah.
and help and like giving us ideas of what to write about. I feel like we almost like co